Welcome back to Yoga by Paige. Thank you so much for checking out our videos. Be sure to subscribe for weekly releases. Today, we are going to just get into our body and really work on flowing and moving with our breath. The intention is less about the way the pose looks and more about the way the pose feels in our body. So if you're ready, let's get started in downward facing dog. As you arrive in downward facing dog here, take a nice big deep breath. Pressing the base of the fingers into the mat, reaching your chest closer to the thighs, and think about the inner thighs reaching up towards the sky as you broaden your sit bones. Connecting with our breath here for just one more inhale and exhale. On your next inhale, we'll float the right leg high for three-leg dog, opening up for a nice big stretch. And then exhale, squeeze your knee to your chest to step your foot between your hands, low lunge. Think about squeezing the thighs together, and as you inhale, we'll rise up for crescent lunge, Anjaneyasana. Pick up the back of the left knee so it's floating as far away from the mat as you can get it, and start to knit the ribs in so you feel really long through your spine. Take one more breath here in your crescent lunge, inhale. And on your exhale, we'll spin the left toes open, coming into warrior two. So I like my back toes turned in just a little bit so that I can lift up that inner arch and then start to send the energy forward, opening up that right hip in a really active way. One more breath in your warrior two. And on your inhale, we'll drop the left hand, lift up the right for reverse warrior, trying to maintain an open chest towards the long edge of your mat. And you can play with where your gaze is, whatever might feel best for your neck. Just stay low in that front leg. From your reverse warrior, we'll find extended side angle. You can bring your right elbow to the right thigh and reach the left hand straight up or over. And here, we're still continuing to draw the shoulder blades together on the back side, pressing through that back leg and energizing through your top fingers. From your extended side angle, we're gonna come into a pose called speed skater. We're gonna lift up, turn the right toes in and the left toes out at 45 degrees. Allow your left seat to sit out behind you, dropping that seat in line with your knee. Your chest is in an up dog sensation, and you're pressing the ground away with that back leg. So you are engaging through the core, and you can reach out wide, or you can reach towards the back of your mat. Take one more breath here, starting to feel a lot of activity in that back hip. And now we'll wrap the left hip underneath, coming into crescent lunge at the back of our mat. So this is our second side. Really pick up that right knee. Pitch up high onto the ball of that back foot. And once more, knit the ribs in. Big deep breath here, inhale and exhale. And now we get to connect this. On your inhale, spin the right toes open, warrior two with your left side, facing the back of your mat. Press through that left heel. Allow the chest and hips to orient towards the long edge of your mat. We'll drop the right hand. Inhale, lift the left arm high for reverse warrior. Big breath here. Inhale, opening that side body, squeezing the shoulder blades together on the back side. And now exhale, extended side angle, taking the same variation you took on the first side. Maybe that's elbow to thigh or something a little bit deeper. Remember that right hand can be up or over. Expand through your chest, press the ground away with the back leg. From here, we lift up, we go to that speed skater at the front of our mat. Turn the left toes in, right toes at 45 degrees, and stick the right hip out. Maybe you land here to check in with your chest, making sure the hips are sticking back nice and far, lifting up your chest. And then I like the added weight, so I'm gonna reach my hands forward. One more breath here, inhale and exhale. Now we wrap that right hip underneath us, coming into our crescent lunge, right where we started at the very beginning of our flow. Big breath, inhale. Exhaling, plant your hands. We'll step back into that vinyasa. High plank pose. Inhale, shift to our toes. Elbows graze the rib cage, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhaling, upward facing dog. And exhaling back, downward facing dog. So we'll take 3 breaths here to reset. Remember, you can stay in downward facing dog. If the wrists need a little bit of break, you can always float to the elbows, finding dolphin. That's a downward dog, just on your elbows. And of course, child's pose is always available at any time. I call this the safe pose. Take one more breath. As you inhale, we'll make our way back to downward facing dog. Big deep breath here in downward facing dog. We'll start with our left side this time. Inhale, float your left leg high, 3-leg dog, nice and long. Exhaling, step the foot between your hands. Knee stacks over your ankle. Think about squeezing those legs together as you lift up for your crescent lunge. Anjaneyasana, pulling the rib cage in, lengthening out the lower back, and pitching up high onto those back toes. Big breath here, inhale. And on your exhale, we'll spin the right toes open, coming to that warrior 2. Here's our second full side, pressing through that left heel, opening the left knee. Drop your right hand, inhale, lift your left arm high, reverse warrior, expanding through the chest, opening to the long edge of your mat. From your reverse warrior, we'll inhale for extended side angle. Maybe this time you take it a little bit deeper. Left hand can go down inside the foot, or your right hand can reach up and over. So we got a few more options to work with. From your extended side angle, we'll lift up, coming into that speed skater. So you're gonna turn the left toes in, right toes back. Stick the right hip towards the back of your mat. Maybe you have that up dog sensation in your chest. Arms are wide, or for the extra weight, they're towards the back. On your inhale, we'll scoop that right hip underneath us, coming into crescent lunge at the back of our mats. Lengthening through the spine, big breath here to reset. And now as you exhale, open up into your warrior 2. Right side, warrior 2 toward the back of your mat. Left arm drops, right arm reaches high, inhale, squeezing the chest, opening up through the front side of your body. And now exhale, find your extended side angle. I took that variation that was a little bit deeper with the hand down. You can always stay on the thigh again. Left arm can be up or over. And then use the space to inhale, lift you up. Turn the right toes in, setting up for speed skater at the front of your mat. Arms wide, or for that added weight, arms towards the front. Inhale to wrap your left hip underneath, pop up your right heel, crescent lunge at the front of your mat. And then exhaling, plant the hands down on either side of your front foot. High plank pose as you step back, inhale, shift forward to your toes, chaturanga, exhale. Inhale, pull your chest through, upward facing dog, or cobra if you're still working there. Exhaling back, downward facing dog. We'll take 3 breaths here, inhale, and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Last one, inhale and exhale. We'll build onto this just a little bit here. Inhale, float your right leg high, 3-leg dog. Exhaling, step the foot between your hands, knee over ankle. Rise up for your crescent lunge, inhale. Exhale, open out, warrior 2. Reverse your warrior, inhale. Extended side angle, exhale. Inhale, we'll come into that skater at the back of our mat, right toes in, left toes out, sticking the hips wide. And here's our slight change. We're gonna step the right foot towards the back of our mat into chair pose. Find length in that lower back. And now one more time, step back through chair pose into speed skater. From your speed skater, we'll transition to crescent lunge at the front. Inhaling here, exhaling chaturanga. Set your hands back, step into high plank, shift forward, chaturanga, exhale. Inhaling, upward facing dog, and exhaling back, downward facing dog. Take a breath to reset, inhale, and exhale. Left leg floats high, 3-leg dog, stretch it out. Exhaling, step the foot between your hands, knee over ankle. We'll rise up for that crescent lunge. Inhale high into the ball of your right foot. Exhale, open out, warrior 2, opening the chest. Reverse your warrior, inhale, stay low in that front leg. Exhaling, extended side angle. From your extended side angle, inhale, lift up. We'll come to that speed skater at the back of our mats, sticking the right hip out. And now here, step the left foot in for chair pose. Lengthen the spine, feel the heat in your body. And then the left leg will step right back to where it was, coming towards speed skater again at the front of your mat. Inhale wide, exhale, hold. And now come into your crescent lunge at the front of your mat. Breathe to lift. Exhale, hands on either side of your front foot. Step it back, high plank pose. Inhale, shift forward. Chaturanga, elbows squeeze the rib cage. Inhaling, upward facing dog. And exhaling back, downward facing dog. One more time, yogis. Take 2 breaths. Last one. Let's make it nice and fun. Remember, it's about the movements and how they feel. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, step the foot between your hands, low lunge. Inhale, rise up, crescent lunge. Exhale out, warrior 2, spin the left toes open. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale to speed skater at the back of your mat. Hold for that exhale. Chair pose. And then exhale, step that right leg back, speed skater. We'll transition to crescent lunge at the front. Inhale. Plant your hands on either side of your front. Exhale. High plank pose. Inhale. Shift forward to your toes. Chaturanga. Exhale. Upward facing dog. Inhale. Downward facing dog. Exhale. One breath, reset. We'll finish off with our left side. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, low lunge, knee over ankle. Squeeze those legs, lift up. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, open out, warrior 2. Reverse your warrior, dropping the back arm, lifting up the front. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, lift up, transition to speed skater at the back of your mat. And then inhale, shift into chair pose. Hold for that exhale. Left leg steps back. Inhale, speed skater towards the front. Inhale, crescent lunge, opening up. Right where you started, exhale, plant the hands down. High plank pose, inhale. Shift to your toes. Chaturanga, exhale. Upward facing dog, inhale. And downward facing dog, exhale. Big breath, inhale. And then take it down to child's pose, exhale. Starting to feel that heart rate really pick up. Maybe a little bit of extra heat in the body. And then you can come back to sitting on your knees, hands to heart center. Thank you, yogis, for sharing your practice. Be sure to subscribe for weekly videos. Namaste.